Affinity bias is the unconscious tendency to favor people who share similar backgrounds, interests, or characteristics. This bias influences how individuals form relationships, make decisions, and evaluate others, often without realizing it. Affinity bias can occur in social interactions, workplaces, and decision-making processes, leading to favoritism toward those who feel familiar or relatable. While it is a natural human instinct to feel comfortable with those who are similar, this bias can limit diversity and create unfair advantages for certain groups. Recognizing affinity bias is important for making more objective and inclusive choices. Affinity bias is caused by the brain's preference for familiarity and comfort. People naturally gravitate toward those who share common experiences, values, or interests because it creates a sense of connection and trust. This instinct developed as a way to strengthen social bonds and build supportive communities. However, in modern settings, this bias can influence decision-making in ways that are not always fair or logical. Factors such as upbringing, cultural background, and past experiences shape how people perceive similarities, leading them to unconsciously favor those who fit within their familiar social groups. One major effect of affinity bias is that it can lead to unfair advantages for certain individuals while unintentionally excluding others. In professional settings, it may cause hiring managers to choose candidates who remind them of themselves rather than selecting the most qualified person for a role. In social situations, affinity bias can limit diverse friendships and perspectives, as people may unconsciously surround themselves with those who share their own experiences. Over time, this bias can reinforce social divisions and reduce opportunities for individuals who do not fit within a preferred group. A common example of affinity bias is seen in job interviews, where an employer might feel an instant connection with a candidate who attended the same university or shares a similar hobby. This connection may lead them to overlook other, more qualified candidates who do not share the same background. Another example occurs in team projects, where individuals may prefer working with people they already know, rather than giving a chance to someone new. Even in schools, teachers might unknowingly relate more to students who remind them of themselves, leading to unintentional differences in encouragement and support. One way to reduce affinity bias is by increasing awareness of its influence in decision-making. Organizations can implement structured evaluation processes to ensure that choices are based on objective criteria rather than personal connections. Another solution is to promote diverse interactions by encouraging people to engage with individuals from different backgrounds. In workplaces, blind hiring practices, where identifying information such as names or schools is removed from applications, can help reduce bias in recruitment. Developing self-awareness and actively seeking out diverse perspectives can also help individuals overcome the unconscious effects of affinity bias.